Ugh.
So remember when
Remember
everybody
when everybody
mocked
knows
Len for saying that
can't
maybe
be civilized
10% of
about
Muslims were
Muslims
radical?
radical? Well,
A
person that once said
Democrat
that.
politician
And there's a
from
way to do that.
California,
But there's
a
also a
Democrat
time when
from California
reality has to kick
has
in,
just come out and said between
and the
5
battle of
five
those
and
who want
those
to
who want to
perpetrate
perpetrate
evil
Muslims
around
want
the
a
world
caliphate
need to be
they
dealt
can be
with.
dealt with.
will
Sherilyn
result
Harley
in terrorist
Laban is
groups
with
on
us,
the goal.
as well as
Take
Leslie
that
Marshall.
Leslie
Now,
Marshall.
share her
Sherilyn is
coming
a
up here.
mom.
It's a mom.
And tomorrow the college football
And it's gonna be good. So let's get the things.
but
And
this goes a little
it
bit
goes.
beyond
Let's look.
football.
I have
Because
interviews just for you,
is it harder for a white guy
or
to win the
maybe
award
it's just
than a black person?
that's real law.
Some ESPN analysts think so.
And so many.
We'll talk about that right now.
And it's gonna be cool. Cool. Anyways, third and last hour, Time Factor Radio Show continues, and gosh, hope that sign is kicked in. Anyways, Mr. Avery kicked the theme music, shall we? Let's do it. Somebody's got to say it. That's why LH Music, the Time Factor crew, inside your radio set. That's what we're concerned with. Let's hear. This is the LH Music Time Factor Radio Show. Alright, let's get the show on the road, shall we? You guys!
For Glenn on the Glenn Beck
Oh,
program, he returns
God.
Monday.
You don't talk about this, but who knows? Anyways, Leslie Marshall and
You're getting caught in the weeds here.
So
we're in a room of, say, 50 people. Two people come in.
Now, here we are, Leslie. You're getting caught in the weeds. Start to reload.
I'm there. I'm the only person in the room that has a firearm. Do you want me in there with you or not?
I don't know.
You don't know.
You don't know.
You don't know, huh?
Well, I know you personally, but if
You're so stupid, Leslie.
what about the day before those guys came in? If you're, ticked off, you didn't get a raise.
Leslie.
Would you want Bo
Would you
Deedle
want
in the room? Would you want
a
former
police
police
officer
officer
is armed in the room?
Would you want
Would you want
former
Army,
Navy,
Air Force, Marine
in the room
that has a gun?
Do we ask
Do we what?
Do we what? Hello?
an individual every single place that we exist in a country with over 360?
I carry a gun with.
Nobody counts. No, my dad has a bat.
I've been trained. I've been a marksman since I'm 11
guess
years
what?
old.
I don't have a gun. No, my dad has a bat to keep people out of here.
Radio, so I don't shoot as often as
because I don't carry a gun. I don't.
I drops the clip, and I'm next to you, and I pull out my Glock 40.
Imagine this. I'm going to defend you.
I will see.
I will have the possibility of saving your life.
I'm a pretty good shot.
I'm a pretty good shot, Leslie.
You tell me.
Yeah, you can laugh all you want. You can laugh all you want. You can laugh all you want.
Look, I'm not anti-gun. I'm into choice. Choice that you have a gun. Choice that I.
Right, let me ask you a question. Somebody breaks into your house. Two masked men. Armed. Drug-fueled rage. We'll talk about this with USCCA. And you're in your house.
You're in the house.
Do you want me in your guest room if a shooting breaks out in your house? Would you want me there?
Would you want me?
Because what are you going to
do?
You have no option.
You have no option. Stay behind your room and lock the door, which is unlocked.
Well, no, I do have other options, but.
Tell us what the options are.
Tell us what the options are. I want to know what you're gonna do.
Well, first of all, if you are a responsible gun owner and your gun is stored separate from your ammunition,
what are you going to do?
What are you going to? I'm asking you a question. I don't know what you're going to do. What are you going to do? Leslie Marshall, what's going to happen to your house tonight?
Well, I can't. Do you want me to reveal that? I have a panic room.
Okay, so you have a panic room.
Right, you have a panic room.
Okay, you can't get to the panic room. What are you going to do?
What do you do, huh?
Panic? No, I'm just joking. No, I would depend on the situation, Sean. There are other things.
Depend on the situation.
As weapons.
Like what?
Like what? What weapon you can use against a guy with a gun? What weapon?
I honestly don't think if a guy
you don't think,
huh? 3 in the morning, by the time I woke up, I would be cognizant enough to.
Oh, I have a security system that lets me know if anybody's
My
on
dad
my
has a security system at home.
And where they are.
Where they are.
I don't make the money you do.
Get out of here.
That I think sort of everyday people can relate to. So Kathy Lanier a few weeks ago was on 60 Minutes, and she talks
Oh,
about
get out of here,
active,
Leslie. You disgust
active
me.
shooter situation. Right now, Kathy Lanier, the police chief of a very liberal city, Washington, D.C., and what she said, and I think, Leslie, you would find this interesting too, is basically she said your options are to run, hide, or fight. And she said, police departments, average time is 5 to 7 minute response. Most of the victims
You're dead.
You're dead.
Right. Most of the
You
victims
are
of
dead.
active shooter situations are going to be, you're going to be dead in 10 minutes. And so I found, particularly after San Bernardino, that a number of moms that know me know that my kids are getting trained, I'm trained. And I often say to people, just at lacrosse game, soccer game, I'll ask them, is anybody in your family firearm trained? Because at some point, children need to be left home alone, okay? So you don't decide that all of a sudden when the kids go off to college at 18, that's going to be the first time that they're home alone. If you're going to leave your children home alone, and I say that's a normal part of development, okay? Despite what the people who don't like free range policies, at some point your kid needs to stay home by themselves. And if they are, they need to know how to defend themselves, especially girls.
So, are you familiar? Cheryl, there was a special on NBC News that as a mom of a 7 and 8-year-old made my skin crawl. And what they did,
Makes
they
your
had
skin
children that they
Oh,
had
God,
trained.
please.
What's wrong with Leslie's sport? Leslie, your phone keeps checking
Phone
out.
keeps shaking. You keep hitting in and out.
Can you hear me okay? Can you hear me okay?
Leslie,
Leslie,
can you use a hard line
your
next time?
hard lines
Go
go ahead.
Cheryl, NBC News had a group of children, both male
Hard line,
and
just
female,
go ahead.
around the age of my kids, 7, 8 years old, in which they taught them about a gun, how to use it. They had their parents present, and their parents left. Then they had them playing in a room, and on a table, after teaching them don't ever touch a gun, they put a gun on the table, not a real gun, it looks exactly like a real gun. And how many of those 12 children do you think touched that gun in what time period?
I have no idea.
12 in less than 5 minutes. 12 out of
Here's the thing. Here's the thing, Leslie. There are all sorts of great videos. Parents can do this at home. Great ways of talking to your children about gun safety. Doesn't have to be complicated. Common sense approaches. And every parent has to do what's best.
I feel that some of the children that have died at the hands of a gun in the home were taught that as well.
Can I just step in?
Get a step in
and
here and say something to
who's
your
actually
face,
taught gun
Leslie.
safety? Okay. And if you listen
If
to
you
this
listen to this radio program,
Leslie,
I know you do.
You will probably
You probably
heard me before.
you heard me
There have been
before.
people that call my show and say, "Hey, Sean, I'm thinking about getting a gun. You have guns. What kind of gun should I get?" I said, "I don't care what you get, as long as you get trained
I
in the
don't
use of
get
it."
guns. I don't.
When I learned how to use a gun, now my parents
Everybody,
had guns
everybody
laying around the house
knows it.
because they didn't
So
have
the
the
victims
safes that we
using
have today.
guns.
I could take you to my house right now, and I
I
have a
could,
very big gun collection,
because
Leslie.
I can
And I can tell you where my
take it
guns
to my
are,
apartment
and I can leave you there
upstairs.
a month, and you're not going to have access
to it.
You'll never get it.
Never get it.
And I have easy access to them.
And everybody has easy access to
I
it.
would say that it's
I would say
irresponsible of
you're
any gun
responsible
owner,
of any gun owner.
even if you
If
teach
you
your
teach
kids
your kids gun safety,
to leave their guns
leave your around the house.
And the second
issue
here
is this.
I mean, they've got these fingerprint safes. I have one right next to my bed, and I could literally turn over, put my finger on the safe, and my kids can try it till the cows come home, and they're not going to open my safe. And it opens immediately, and my gun is loaded, and I'm ready to go. And thankfully,
And what about if your child's older? The shooter in Sandy Hook, for example, that was his mother's gun. She was responsibly putting it away.
Leslie.
my son's 17 years old.
It's none of your darn business. My dad doesn't use a gun. My dad used a bat. What part of you don't understand, Leslie?
5 and have
I don't understand.
30 and have zero access.
Everybody knows
they-
you're so
and
stupid to
I have-
you.
And by the way, I have trained
And by the
them in
way,
use-
everybody
The
trains.
child. How much exposure have they had to guns? What has been the discussion in your home about toys versus guns? I mean, every child is different, and also every family has to decide what's best for them in terms of, do you lock the guns up? Do you leave the guns and the ammunition in a different spot? I mean, I know lots of families that have guns.
Listen,
have children, and everybody's different, Sean. Everybody's
let me say this.
Let me say this.
I knew where my parents
I know
kept their
everybody.
guns. You want me to tell you my first gun was
First
like
gun
10
was
or 11
10 or 11 years old.
Leslie, I went to the gun range with both my parents, and
everybody went to my grandpa. Me and my grandpa went to the police station and take a look at these guns. Well, was my age. And
you never point a gun at another person. You always make sure whether you know it's loaded or not.
Because it's very dangerous. And you know why? Because my grandpa works at the police station. So this is my grandparents.
If you can come back next week and tell me all these safety things that I just taught you, I'll let you shoot the gun. That was my first lesson. I came back at 11, 10 or 11 years old, and then I learned how to shoot. And I learned how to shoot well. And I learned gun safety. And I never was in that range.
Everybody learns about this.
As a kid, ever.
You know why? Because I don't use a gun. I don't. Everybody uses it.
Have you ever had a break-in in your home where you or your children had to use the weapon?
Oh, please. Oh, please. Oh, please.
I know people that have.
Everybody knows people like this.
But I haven't had a break-in either where my children or I were at risk either.
I'm just saying, when you say, I don't know if you want me in the room when somebody's shooting up a room, you do want me in the room, Leslie. Because when that clip is dropped, I'd be the first one to stand up, and I have a laser on my clock, and there'd be a little red dot right in their chest. And I'd fire the weapon and stop people from getting killed.
Would you agree you could prevent
Would I agree with this?
carnage, but not necessarily
Would I agree with this?
in your one gun against a group of people who are willing.
I'm using the
Leslie, you don't even know what the hell you're talking about. I don't I don't use a gun. I don't, because it's too dangerous. So please,
the gun
legislator is, some people use guns and everyone's trying to kill people. People like that, and break into their houses and stores, whatever, what have you, and the police were finally caught, and they caught and grabbed the suspect on it.
legislation.
And the legislator is this.
Every single act of gun violence,
the case that we made is one that rests primarily on concern about national security and careful consideration of common sense. The guys were back in it. The White House, with a recent mass shooting that would have been stopped by expanded assault weapons ban stricter background checks. And the answer is no.
And the people that don't obey laws are the criminals. On any given
weekend, Leslie, they don't know where you live.
Where Shirley lives. But a lot of people don't
live
in
the neighborhoods
that maybe are
safe as ours.
And on any given
weekend in Chicago or New York, we're talking about dozens and dozens of people shot.
But here's my problem, Sean. Help me with this. We have more gun ownership in America today.
Help me help you. Give me a break.
Before, at least in recent times.
Thank you, Barack Obama.
Wait. We also have mass shootings than ever before in our nation's history. So how is everybody being armed going to change that either? Going to protect us?
I think.
You know what, Leslie?
I can't explain it in detail.
Let me explain this to you.
If you look
at the facts of emotional guns aside, for somebody that's not familiar with this, really, I think you should read John Locke's book, More Guns, Less Crime.
And he actually
uses statistics to prove that more guns actually prevent killings, prevent crime, and save lives.
But that's not true. Based on the gun ownership level numbers today.
No, you're wrong.
No, you're dead wrong. You're dreaming. The percentage with the gun owners responsible for crime is minutia. How many guns do people have that are illegal? And they were never by the laws anyways.
And actually, Leslie, I think particularly in inner cities where you have the most restrictive gun laws, in poor neighborhoods and black neighborhoods, the people who should be able to protect themselves, they are the ones.
Good
law-abiding people in the very violent neighborhoods.
Have the guns that they need to protect themselves in these neighborhoods. And here's another great example.
No, we don't have time.
We don't have time, Cheryl. I got a heartbreaker things.
I will tell you
I'm gonna tell you this, Leslie.
You want me in the room.
You want me. Trust me. And you disgust me. Get out of here, Leslie. Thanks, Cheryl. Oh God.